All right, mud lovers, how you doing? I'm Si Fines and I'm a mudlark, which means I go mudlarking down here on the Thames foreshore once that tide goes out. Yes! But today I've got something extra special to share with you. Incredibly, I have found a forgotten sign in the river wall beside the oldest riverside pub in London, the Prospect of Whitby, built in 1520. We know the sign is over 200 years old, and when me and Matt clean it up and decipher the words, it could provide proof to the location of the infamous execution dock, where they once hung pirates for treason, here on the Thames foreshore. But more about that later. This is Execution Dock. Must be. Let's go see what it says. Okay. So I found an old sign attached to the wall here on the Prospect of Whitby. I've noticed it for a few years now, and as you can see, it's all decrepit, but we can't make out what it says. So we're going to clean it up a little bit, and then we're going to do some etching and work out what it says. Can we get my ladder out?
Can I just show the audience what you've actually brought with you?
Yes.
Some marigolds. Some washing up, or is that shower gel? And a brush. And of course his trusty ladder.
Got my ladder.
Dave.
Do you know, right, this is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder. That'll do. Got to get my marigolds on because we're doing some cleaning. Going to clean the sign up a little bit. This is for everyone who moans at me for not wearing gloves.
What a snug fit.
Got my brush. Oh, didn't bring any water. I know. Lovely Thames water. Bit of fairy liquid. Other liquids are available. Oh.
Please fall off, please fall off.
Actually, it's working quite well. Things we do. Well, not only have I discovered this amazing, mysterious ghost sign that I'm so excited about, I've also discovered a new app, and that is called Readly. Now, what you can do with this app is you can search 8,000 or so titles and magazines, and I've been using it thoroughly for this little project. I wanted to look up Wapping, the Prospect of Whitby, and pirates and such like, and I've found loads. There's not just stuff about history, there's things about art, which I'll tell you about, there's things about science, current affairs, lifestyle, all the magazines that you like, and all the newspapers that you probably read are on there. You've got to check it out, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I found out about this area. So here's the app, as you can see, and you can just put in any search term that you want, and you'll find all sorts of things related to it. Let's put in Prospect of Whitby. There's articles, newspaper magazines and various pages, and we can look up all sorts of information about any subject that we care to find. And so there's loads of other titles you can look up as well if you're into animals or business or cars, comics, craft, the list goes on and on. There's so much variety. This is so good, but for me, it's a really good research tool. And we can search all types of things, including my beloved hobby, mudlarking. It's so easy to use that once you go into an article, it lays it out beautifully, and you can also have it read it out to you if you're not in the mood for reading. And on the subject of mudlarking, when I searched the word, I was presented with an interview from the London Standard, which is a publication I've never heard of, but I'm going to be reading it from now on, from the musician Carl Barat from one of my favourite bands, the Libertines, and he says he goes mudlarking in Greenwich. Imagine if I bumped into him. Amazing. I hope he's got his mudlarking permit. Readly is so good, it also showed me a programme from the TV Times magazine of a crime thriller showing some mudlarks on the Thames foreshore. So the Readly app truly is superb, and I challenge you to download it today and see what you can discover. If you use the link below, you get 2 months absolutely free. So it's a no-brainer. And there's also more we can discover about the Prospect of Whitby and Wapping and Captain Kidd. So back to researching the pub, the Prospect of Whitby. This article in the magazine, Discover Britain, tells me that Charles Dickens drank here, as well as Samuel Pepys. Wow. And it was so dodgy back in the day, it was called the Devil's Tavern. And the evil Judge Jeffries, who sentenced Captain Kidd to death, ate his lunch here and watched the bodies of the pirates swing. Pickled egg, anyone? Right, what does it say, Matt?
I'm going to go up.
It does say low watermark, doesn't it?
That's definitely L-O-W, W-A-T-E-R. I'm assuming that's mark. Something ink or inch.
Lower watermark. Curry? Yeah, so it says low
watermark.
Water. That must be mark. Edge of.
Yeah. So the next to edge is lower down, low, next one, no, next down, that one, that's lower edge of something. Right, I think we're gonna have to get the paper out and do an etching. So I've got some pastels, got a 2B pencil and some paper. Can we see the range of colours? What colour will you be using today?
I think I'll go for a green. Yeah, we'll go for the pastel option first, then if that don't work, we'll try the pencil later, which I haven't actually sharpened, but we'll give that a go later. I think I'll put that behind me and maybe look a bit more professional.
Excellent. Etc, etc. He's a natural.
That don't work.
Can we have a close up on that? Oh no, I could just see absolutely nothing coming through.
Right, let's try the pencil. If you'd like to buy this work of art, you can buy it on my Etsy store.
It's from Simon, age 4.
And talking of art, as you know, I'm a big fan and I produce my own artworks. Well, when I was using Readly to research the pub, I discovered a magazine called The Artist, and it teaches you how to draw this very pub. Oh, I've got to love this app. Oh, let's put those, oh look, I'll kick this over. Hey.
Excuse the language, audience. Pastels have gone away.
Take 2. Why doesn't it work?
You're not concentrating enough, Si.
It does kind of work.
You're going to just write the letters in yourself.
It worked when I was at school.
That was about 55 years ago.
Still not as old as you. Okay, anything?
Ah, yes, I can see it's coming through now. Look, just if anyone's got any suggestions on what it might be.
Matt said a good idea. The etching didn't work, which I'm surprised about. What we're going to do, we're going to put some pastel over it, and then hopefully that'll bring out the letters. I'm going to try that now. Again.
Right, I think this is Smithfield. You've got an S there,
yeah,
and a D there, and it looks like an M there, Smithfield, and that's a BY, by, and I think that's High Holborn.
Oh, okay.
That's my best guess.
Of the, below it, of the Trinity, or?
In.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Does that say inch? You see where it says edge?
Water edge.
Yeah, look above edge. What's that word above that? Inch, I-N or in?
There's an I-N-C-H.
Inch.
But then there's an I, it looks like there's a letter there. Do you think we should go and ask in the pub?
Yeah, and get a beer at the same time. This is stressful. This is supposed to be a short. Well, look, we have a brand new red.
See, when you look at it from this angle.
Try. Oh, I can see August at the bottom. I've just seen another word.
Okay, yeah.
That's a date at the bottom. That's all A-U-G-U-S-T.
Yeah.
August, and I can't work out that. It might come out on camera. That's a date, isn't it? August.
Yeah.
Matt, this is a terrible idea. Okay, we're not going to do any more red, I don't think that's going to work. So everything says lower watermark, 8 high inch, don't know. Oh mate, it's so hard. Is that like, oh that's, Matt, is that Tower Bridge? BRIDGE.
Don't know, because
What would that be? OW?
lower, I think it's lower edge.
Lower.
Edge, so that's definitely a new word. Edge is a new word, EDGE. Edge
Oh, lower edge
of. That's definitely lower edge of.
Maybe this marker or something.
Oh, is that Sheffield? No, I think it's Smithfield.
This one?
Yeah, that's definitely an S. MITH FIELD. Smithfield.
I don't know about that. Looks like there might be a Y there. COR corn. Oh, it's so hard to work out, isn't it? So we've just had a revelation, and Matt's got some interesting information. What do you know?
Well, I think it is low water mark, because the low water mark is where they used to hang pirates.
We have found the place that they hung the pirates, Execution Wharf. I think we got it. I think we found it.
I think we found it.
And my pencil flew out there. That was a ghost. See that? It must know. The ghost must know. Was that the ghost of Captain Kidd, do you think? I used Readly again to get some facts about the infamous pirate that was hung near to this spot back in 1701. I didn't realise that he was born in Scotland and moved to New York as a young man. He then raised £6,000 to build a ship called Adventure Galley in London and became a privateer, which is someone who can legally plunder and steal enemy ships with the intention of sharing that loot with the government, which seems mental today. Later on, when he was found guilty of murder and piracy and sentenced to hanging at Execution Dock here at Wapping, the noose snapped, giving him a short reprieve, but eventually the deed was done and his corpse was tied to a stake to let 3 tides wash over his body, according to Admiralty custom. The whole article by Angus Constam explains how Captain Kidd was probably a scapegoat and not actually guilty for his crimes, of which made him notorious. If you want to read more, Readly is offering a 2-month free trial, so click the link in the description below. So far we've got that, low watermark. You're going to fill out the rest. Oh, let's do the bits we know. The second line.
Something, it's 2 letters, then it looks like...
It's like 8th, doesn't it?
Yeah, EIGH.
On is...
Something inch. Then something.
And then the edge one?
Lower edge of, and then illegible. And the next word, I'm sure that's Smithfield by.
The.
It looks like mill or hill.
I think, is that not a C?
That looks...
C-O-L. Colchester.
No, it's not Colchester.
Oh.
What's the...
Okay, let's carry on.
Next one. And then the last word is...
Trinity by... Oh no, Trinity...
House. I think the last word is
house.
Yeah.
So I opened up my Readly app again and it showed me a reliable story about novelist and historian Richard Woodman. It tells me that Trinity House are responsible for the maintenance of navigation marks around England, Wales and the Channel Islands. When this stone was laid back in 1800, executions were still taking place. And I suspect that Trinity House chose this spot to lay the stone because the low watermark was well known due to the regular use of public hangings. Trinity House, something in red.
Eccles cake.
That's the date, isn't it? August
something or other.
AUG.
Yeah.
UST. August.
Yeah.
It'd be a date, wouldn't it? August.
Yeah.
August.
Would it be? Is it X1X or?
That's a D. Oh, is it Roman numerals?
Yeah. I thought it was an MDC, which is 1,000.
Yeah, that's an M.
1,000. The D's 500 and the C's 100, so there's 16.
CCC?
MD6 CCC, that would be 1800 there.
Cool.
You can hear the cogs whirring as he concentrates.
Well, that's what we've got so far. It's pretty good. But we found out low watermark is a site where they hung the pirates. This is Execution Dock. Must be. I think it says lower edge of this stone. Set something by the corporation of...
Well, it'd be set up there, wouldn't it?
Set up?
By...
No, that's a D, isn't it? Laid? Set down? Oh man, what's that last letter?
See, that just looks like a
Set.
P though, isn't it? When you look...
Yeah, but from here it looks like an E. And that's a gap. Set. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. 3. I've just seen another word.
Where 3?
It's on the third line. That's 3 where your finger is. 3 inches. Hey, this guy must have been quite small if he was only 3 inches high. Does that help, Matt?
Yeah, hold on, wait. Move to settled. It's definitely an E. S-E-T-T-L-E-D, settled.
It's settled
by the Corporation
Corporation.
of Trinity House.
Matt, get me bucket, get me bucket. This is working. Good old Thames water. What do you want next?
Do the August thing. So I'm not sure that says August.
This bit.
Oh yeah, can you really see it? Right. Yes, yeah, right. So it's definitely the inch lower edge of settled by of the one that's the word next to inch. Can you?
That bit.
No, to the left of inch. That's it.
That's 3, isn't it? Should you try to clean the other side?
Yeah.
Well, my lovers, I think we've solved it.
I think we've done it.
I'll read the first bit, you read the second bit.
Okay.
Ready? So the sign above us reads, low water mark is 18 feet
And 3 inches below the lower edge of this stone.
settled by the Corporation of...
Trinity House on August 1800.
Get in, we did it. Mystery solved.
Let's go and get a pint.
Oh, not too soon either.
Drinks are on you, Matt. Well, mud lovers, I hope you enjoyed this little Thames mystery, and who knows, perhaps we are a little closer to finding out the exact location of the infamous Execution Dock. Watch this video next where I do some actual mudlarking and have the perfect day. Thanks for watching, mud lovers, and I'll see you on the next mud adventure.